Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. So new archetype, Killer Tunes, synchro-based archetype. Basically, 2024 was the year that the new archetypes got, every archetype got a popular effect or a popular-like monster, and now in 2025 every new archetype seems to be getting support to play on turn 0, right? So let's see, if you're going first, then play, or it lets you play during your opponent's turn. So the gimmick of the archetype, it's of course your next synchro-based archetype, 3 main deck monsters which all have the capability that they can synchro summon, very similar to, what is it, Tatsunoko, the level 3 synchro, that you can use the second tuner, the second monster, whenever it's visible on the field, from the hand. So it's a 1-card synchro summon, 1 on field and at least 1 in hand. But the downside, upside, the gimmick of the deck is you have to special summon the synchro monsters by using 2 tuners. And of course all of the new monsters here are tuners. And they search each other, etc. The one that lets you play during your opponent's turn is the level 2. You just saw her. You're able to drop her to the field and then immediately synchro summon, and then depending on which of the archetype monsters you used, you can destroy a card, a monster that is, or a spell from your opponent. Or banish one from their extra deck, like here the Dugaras was banished. It's at random. So let's see what else. Okay, so where it's at, the synchros. You have a level 4 synchro tuner, which upon synchro summon it searches, but for now with the current wave of support it's a bit harder to get that one out. Okay, you can go for double 2 or 3+1, like here I think, using the Veiler or using a level 1 tuner from hand. So that's fine. Where it's at is the level 5 and the level 6. One of the level 5s lets you tag out during your opponent's turn, so basically synchro summon during their turn. They have a level 5 that's basically like a floodgate, so increasing all monster levels from your opponent by 1, I think, if I'm not mistaken. That should be the case. Yeah, you'll see them in a few moments. So K9 is there. It's a synchro-based deck, which is super weak to Nip. Other options, Fiendsmith for example, but K9, superior engine in today's format, and they're level 5s, synchro-based, you can use them for synchro summons, etc. Okay, so let's see, this is perfect. The field spell is an awkward card, but I guess it gives your deck a tuner, basically an extra normal summon for tuners. Here the Imperm, you can only, at least you can't Imperm Sky Blaster. So let's see, the Imperm on the tuner doesn't really matter too much on the synchro. So let's see, we want to go for our Floodgate Synchro to make all Malice monsters level 5. That's not this one, the level 6, what is it? You can banish one of your, in-archetype monsters, like what happens here, and then copy the effect whenever it would be sent to the graveyard. So banishing the level 2, you can pop 1 monster. That's once per turn, that's okay. So it's a once per turn pop spell, pop monster, whatever. Or bounce if you banish the Synchro. I don't think... Oh, okay, no, we knew Nip was there, right? Yeah, so there was no reason to drop the level 2, and I had to play the level 5 play to pump out the Synchro to manipulate the levels right. Block Rizal basically from their extra deck. Speaking of Rizal, rank 4 based, and you can definitely screw them over with the new Synchro. Looking at Yummy, you can basically do the same. So let's see, Nibiru Proof. Yeps, you have to. A format where everyone is played. Not even Nip, like just forcing out hand traps. For now, I don't think you can play the deck pure. You need other engines, other cards. So let's see, because this is this, yeah, Remix is the one that lets you tag out during their turn. So it's Tribute, and quite conveniently, you can even get back hand traps. I think that's, yeah, here. I can get back an Ash Ball, basically 2 tuners from the graveyard, and then you can synchro summon during their turn. So you in this case get back Ash. I already had like an in-archetype level 3 or level 2, and then I can go for the Floodgate. So now all monsters from them, below 1700 attack or lower are gain 1 level. And that screws over Yummy by a lot. Plus, next to this you have the interruptions of the K9 of hand traps or whatever. So that's nice. Plus, you're running the Earthbound one, the level 5. You can discard that one to search the Fiend one. That's level 3. Plus, it's also a level 5 for K9, so you know, things go together. Forcing art hand traps and, yes, obviously we're banishing the Malice monster, which I guess here in this case worked out fine, because now you have a target to pop. Synchro Overtake for this deck, it's fantastic. Basically your hero lives, but it locks you into synchro summons, not for the rest of the, no, for the entire turn. So it kind of conflicts with your K9 stuff. So that's why only 2. Here my field actually was very nice, having like a bounce, the quick play spell, which is, I was about to say emergency teleport, but that's not the case. It gets you one to the hand, or any card basically, and then you can synchro summon. But yeah, those, what was it, 3 or 4 hand traps nuked me. Especially the Nip, otherwise I would have had more interruptions. And obviously they're stronger, one of their current stronger boss monsters is this one, you know, the one that manipulates the levels. But if you're playing against a deck that doesn't really care too much about levels, then yeah, what is the Floodgate going to do? On top of that, it also has a built-in negation as well. So very similar to Siegfried from DDDs. So banish a tuner and negate a face-up card. So you can negate spells as well. So that's nifty. That's a strong boss monster for now. But I think we can expect one more monster from the archetype. I think there's one coming still. So I don't know what the deck still needs. Maybe a level 1, a good level 1. I don't know, maybe a better boss monster. Level 8, level 9, I don't know. Omni-negation stuff. Yeah, I mean, Baron is banned, Savage is banned for the TCG, so... The last one, K9, but I mean K9, it's on another level, it's on another league. We are playing droplets and so on. Only one failure though, but I guess we could, like, this failure feels so terrible, right? But they can do, you know, they could do far more stuff if you let them get back the fire in the hand, right? Anyway, and yeah, using the hand traps, they can go for K9 stuff, so that you know, you're just basically a goner. It just gives them more interruptions. So let's see, we do have droplets, so maybe the problem, okay, yeah, that's the thing, is for now, with the current support, it feels a little bit too fair, obviously, right? It's only the first wave of support, but, you know, in Archetype, the best you can do is like, pop a monster, pop a spell when you synchro summon, maybe bounce a card if you're able to go for the level 4 synchro. But that's it, right? It's not like, wow, we can go for Zeus, we blow up the entire field, yeah, no, for now it's a bit too fair. But I mean, you know, they're getting more support probably, so. So this is the level 2 that lets you synchro summon during their turn. Okay, that's the last one, is the archetype for now feels kind of strange as well. I was like, oh, you can play the, what is it, the White Forest, level 5, you know, because you're forced to special summon a tuner synchro. But the problem is that your monsters, they most of the time, they force you to use another tuner. So you need 2 tuners, or you're forced to use 2 tuners, unless you have other regular monsters on the field, but that feels awkward, not convenient at all. So it's hard for this deck to run other synchros. But, you know, that kind of depends on the other engines as well. So feel free to let me know. I might have missed cards, you know, better options. Yeah. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Leave me signing out. Peace.